Welcome back guys to a new Premier League prediction video. Let's go. First game, Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Let's look at both teams' last result. Crystal Palace lost 3-0 away to Leicester, and Chelsea beat Watford 3-0 at home. Let's look at both teams' last meeting. The last time they played was a 2-0 win to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. This time around I'm going to go for a Chelsea double over Palace. I'm going to go for Palace 0, Chelsea 2. Next game, Watford versus Norwich City. I've got both teams' last result. Watford's last result was a 3-0 away defeat to Chelsea. Norwich's last result was a 1-0 home defeat. 1-0 home defeat to Brighton. Look at both teams' last meeting. It was a 2-0 away win to Watford. Watford got the 2-0 away win the last time they played each other. This time around I'm going to go for a Watford double over Norwich. I'm going to go for Watford 2, Norwich City 0. Next game, Arsenal versus Leicester City. Let's look at both teams' last results. Arsenal's last result was a 2-0 away win at Wolves, and Leicester's last result was a 3-0 home win against Palace. The last time the teams played each other was a 2-0 home win to Leicester City. This time around I'm going to go for a bit of an upset. I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Leicester City 1. Next game, Manchester City versus Newcastle United. Let's look at both teams' last result. Man City's last result was a 1-0 away defeat to Southampton, and Newcastle's last result was a 2-2 draw at home to West Ham. Let's look at both teams' last meeting in the league. It was a 2-2 draw at St James's Park. This time around I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Newcastle United 1. Next game, Sheffield United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's look at both teams' last result. Sheffield United's last result was a 1-1 draw away to Burnley. And Wolves' last result was a 2-0 home defeat to Arsenal. The last time the teams played each other was a 1-1 draw at the Molineux. This time round I'm going to go for Wolverhampton Wanderers, not Wolverhampton Wanderers, Sheffield United 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Next game, West Ham United versus Burnley. Let's look at both teams' last result. West Ham United drew 2-2 at St James's Park against Newcastle, and Burnley drew 1-1 at home to Sheffield United. Let's look at both teams' last meeting. Was a 3-0 home win to Burnley. This time round I can see West Ham getting payback, and I'm going to go for West Ham United 1, Burnley 0. Next game, Brighton Hove Albion versus my team, Liverpool. Let's look at both teams' last result. Brighton won 1-0 away at Norwich, and Liverpool won 2-0 at home to Aston Villa. Let's look at both teams' last meeting. It was a 2-1 home win to Liverpool at Anfield. This time around I see Liverpool doing a double, and go for Brighton 0, Liverpool 3. Next game, Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur. Let's look at both teams' last result. Bournemouth's last result was a 5-2 away defeat to Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur's last result was a 1-0 home win against Everton. Let's look at both teams' last meeting against each other. Was a 3-2 home win to Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. The new White Hart Lane, I mean. This time around I'm going to go for Spurs double, and I'm going to go for Bournemouth 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Next game, Everton versus Southampton. Let's look at both teams' last result. Everton lost 1-0 away at Spurs, and Southampton won 1-0 at home against Manchester City. That's a massive result for Southampton. Massive win. When you look at both teams' last meeting, was a 2-1 away win to Everton. St Mary's. This time round I can see Everton doing a double. I'm going to go for Everton 2, Southampton 0. Last game, Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Let's look at both teams' last results. Aston Villa lost 2-0 away to Liverpool, and Manchester United won 5-2 against Bournemouth. Let's look at both teams' last meeting. Was a 2-2 draw at Old Trafford. This time round I'm going to go for Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 3. Thank you for this video. Subscribe down below. Up the Reds.